trying to get this thing straight here. It's not cooperating with me. I think I got it. Camera's kind of dark too. I don't know why it's so dark. But I hope that's not what you guys are seeing. Okay guys, we're gonna do a chest workout. Too loud. So guys, we're gonna do a chest workout. I want to show you guys some important things about the bend. Someone was asking me about this a couple of days. Not someone on my stream, but someone else was asking me about it. So I decided I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. So if your resistance band is not, the level of resistance is not good enough or high enough for you, you can always put a knot on the band, right? But I don't need a knot in this band in this case because the resistance is quite fine the way it is. And we're going to start off with decline chest presses. You can also use the band to do decline chest presses, right? And all you got to do is put the band behind you like this. This is all you need, to put the band behind you like this. The band is like this. And the hands is positioned in this way. So I have my decline bench here, and I go back. See, I need all my resistance from about this point. And I just go back like this onto the bench, and I can get that exercise done. So we're gonna start off like this. So you can do your declines like that with the band. So I'm gonna mix this up. I'm gonna do 2 sets of declines using the band, and then I'm gonna use the dumbbells also. So for the next set, so let's pretend you have 2 10-pound dumbbells, right? That's all you have. You don't have enough heavy weights, so you got your resistance band. So this can only work really good if you're doing tons and tons of reps with it, just to get that pump. And it's just 10 pounds. So what you do, you take that same resistance band, because you have a band in the house, and you, same position as I did the first rep, first set I mean, like this, and you grab the 10-pound dumbbells like this. You grab them like this. Now this 10-pound dumbbell, suddenly it's no longer 10 pounds, right? And you come back like that, and now we see even that 10-pound dumbbell has become much more useful. So suddenly your 10-pound dumbbell is more useful. So I think most people who at some point in time might have worked out and have weights at home, they may have a 10-pound dumbbells kicking around in the house. So somebody might just have one dumbbell and you can use it in the same way. You can just rotate the weight on each side, and you can do the same. You can actually get your incline or decline or flat chest presses done using those same dumbbells. But if you want to use tons of weights, then I recommend you go into a gym and start working out. But you can also do it from home. You can buy a couple more dumbbells, right? So we're gonna increase to a 20-pound dumbbell. See if I can do it. Okay. It's gonna be much harder because it's no longer, the dumbbell is no longer 20 pounds each. It's a lot more. I don't know exactly how much more, but it's a lot more. Maybe more like, let's take a guess, probably around maybe 35 pounds at least, because of the level of resistance I'm using. Gosh, yeah, I can feel it already. Okay. So it's much harder. Yeah, it felt like maybe more than 35 pounds because I struggle there. But I have two 35-pound dumbbells right here. So we're gonna go for those two 35-pound dumbbells without the bend, and I'll be able to tell you if it's the same thing or if it's actually a bit more or less, whatever it might be. And my left shoulders, since my last workout, my last stream I done, it has not been doing very well. It's kind of like bugging me a lot because of freaking arthritis. See, it's not letting up on me, it's just hanging on to me like it's, of course it's gonna take me to my grave, but it's just hanging on there. It won't give me a break, even in the hot weather. It's actually bothering me too. So I have no choice but to keep going with it, right? So these are 35-pound dumbbells. Yeah, it feels very heavy. So I'll be able to tell if it was more than 35 I was moving with the 20 pounds on the band. I'll be able to tell by how many reps I can get done. And the fucking shoulders, guys. Okay. It's about the same. It's about the same, guys. So I will say the resistance band and the 20-pound dumbbell, it will work at about 35 pounds. If you have the band like this. If you put a knot in that band, trust me, it's going to be a lot more. You're probably looking at least 40 pounds or even more than 40 pounds. Okay, you guys want to see me do that? I'll try it. Let's see if I can get something out of it. Let's see. I've done this before when my shoulder was more healthier. Before the arthritis started in my shoulders. I've done it before. Well, let's see if I can get a couple of reps out of it. Even one will be exciting for me. I think I'm gonna need this for flies later. I like how it feels. Should I say this on the 35? Sure, I didn't say 20. Okay. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's see. Oh. It's strangling my back there. I can feel it. It's very tight. Oh. Gosh. Ooh, well, actually, doesn't feel like 40, it feels like more than 40. Because if it was 40, I would have probably got more reps out of it. So I think we're looking at maybe 50 pounds, just because of that stupid knot in the band. I don't have any 50 pounds of weights there to prove that to you guys. I'll have to put together some weights together on one of my, but it's too much time, so no time for that. So let's move along. So guys, you can actually, the bands are very useful, and you can actually use them just to increase the weights that you already have at home. Because as I said before, I have my friend who's talking to me about this. He only has a couple of 10-pound dumbbells in his house, he says. And what can he do with it? So I told him, I says, go to the Walmart, buy even one resistance band if you can't afford to get two of them. And you can use them with those dumbbells. And you can get some benefit from it. He goes, are you sure? I goes, yeah, I'm gonna stream it and show you. So he's probably watching right now. So now, you can do your flat chest presses, right? I kept the knot in the band because it felt kind of good, so I kept the knot in the band. So, and for the first set, I'm done like this. And guys, my left shoulders is so screwed right now. I can just feel it. Every time I move, I can feel it. And you can get a set out of it. So I got 10 reps there, and you do the same thing. You grab the 10-pound dumbbells and you continue. See, the 10-pound dumbbell is just, I understand what he's saying, that it feels very light. You can probably lie there forever on the bench and you can just rub these out like crazy. Maybe over 100 reps and you still don't feel. Maybe you don't feel exactly what you expect to feel out of it. But I understand this point, right? But something like your biceps, there's other areas you can actually use it, even your lateral raises. But if you start off with your decline first, and then you move to your flat chest presses, that 10-pound dumbbell starts to feel heavier. Or what you can do, you can do add some push-ups to it. If you did some push-ups, bodyweight push-ups, and then use the dumbbell will actually feel heavier too. So you have to try to figure out how to make it work for you. You don't have to go out of your way and say, let me go into the gym just to get your chest developed. Try doing the push-ups first, and then you start going with the dumbbells after. And suddenly it feels like, because your arms are tired already, everything feels heavier in your hands when you hold it. So you'll still be able to get benefits. If you don't have a band, you can go that way too, right? But for me, I would have difficulty doing push-ups right now because of my left shoulders. So I would not chance it for myself. So here we go. You take the band and the 20-pound dumbbells. Ooh. So when I do my chest, I do kind of less work for flat chest presses. I do more for decline because I like the decline much better. When I do a lot of people complain that decline, it kind of like, they feel kind of unusual in their shoulder areas and stuff like that. For me, it depends on where you're bringing the bar, right? If you're using the barbell or the dumbbells, depends on where you're bringing it. I would suggest you don't try to bring the bar back this way. Try to keep it here. This is about where you want to bring the bar, to your lower chest, not to upper, because if you bring it to the upper chest, you're going to hurt your shoulders for sure, because that's not where you should be pushing from in that angle. You have to be pushing from about this point upwards, because it's already angled in a decline position. You don't need to bring the bar this way. When you do an incline chest presses, you can bring the bar up there, it's fine. But for these exercises, you shouldn't. You can end up damaging your shoulders, and maybe, who knows, maybe that's part of what happened to me when I was younger. I'm not even too sure to remember, it's been so long, right? So I'm gonna try another set of the 20 pounds again. And you can do like this too. You can get your drop set done. that's how you could do it. And you can also, if you want to hit it like this way, you can grab the band at the end, and you also do the bands too. So that's how you can get it done. So there's benefits. And if you went crazy enough, you can probably do your push-ups again at the end, if you have the strength to do that. Okay, so we're gonna go to incline. Sometimes when I work my chest, I do incline last, or I do it first. Usually incline is the end of the workout, plus the other stuff I will do after. But again, if you don't have enough weights, and what you can do, you can just reverse the way you're doing your exercises. You start off one way and you go the other way, or the opposite way to the end, right? You can do it like that too. You can mix things up. You don't have to just be, okay, let me do my incline chest presses. Let me do my flat chest presses. Let me do my, well, most people don't have a decline bench, but let me do the flat chest presses. But you can go the other way around too. You don't have to start off the same all the time, because you don't want to have your body just being like this robot kind of thing. You have to mix things up. Even if you don't have a lot of weights, you have to still mix it up. You know, you can't just stick to the same. And I'm not saying you don't do the exercises. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. But you need to just rotate the exercises to get, you know, best results. So we're gonna do the incline, but I don't know if you guys can see, my incline position seems to be a little higher, almost like a shoulder. I kind of raise it up there a little bit because I want to take some stress away from where the weight is at, where I'm feeling the problem with my left shoulders. So from this angle, I think my shoulders is in a much comfortable position. So, but for using a resistance band in this position, it could be a challenge, because the band might start sliding upwards. Like that's what it's doing right now. So you have to push not this way, you have to push like that way. That's why the bench is angled in this position. So we're gonna try the 10 pounds again. I think I need to get new wrist supporters. They're actually coming loose in the wrong spot, so yep. Okay. Let's see about this now. The chest is just burning like hell. Even from, it looks like I'm not lifting anything. But if you try this, guys, you will feel what I'm actually lifting. And because of the knot that I have in the bend, that's actually making it actually much heavier. Okay. So we're going to try the 20 pounds without the bend first. So now we're going to try the 20 pounds with the bend. Ooh. My hands are sweaty. The band feels kind of slippery in my hands now. Yeah, my garden gloves, guys. Now, if you're going to be using resistance band, you're better to wear rubber gloves while using them. Because it grips much better. Yes, that is freaking hard. So for the next set, we're going to go with the 35-pound dumbbells, and I'm going to drop set it to the 25, then to the 10s. So I'm not doing any crossovers, guys. None of that. Just strictly the dumbbells, and I'm gonna do some flies with most likely the 10 pound or the resistance band, one of them. This feels so heavy. My chest is burning like hell. Yeah, even the baby weight felt heavy. So now we're gonna do some flies, guys. And I'm sure you've never seen me done flies with dumbbells before. Not very many people have ever seen that. Maybe my form is all screwed up right now. It's been so many years. The last time I did flies with dumbbells, it was, whoa, long time. Long time, maybe, but how many years now? I can't even remember. Because when you're using the peg deck and all of these other machines in the gym, you never get to use do dumbbell flies anymore. So I'm gonna do that with a resistance band. We're actually gonna do the incline dumbbell flies. And I'm gonna start off with a 10 pound, the little baby weights. That's probably gonna give me a hard time. And then I'm gonna move to the resistance band because I think the band is actually much heavier than this weight. I think the band by itself like that, it feels like it's more like 15 pounds, the band. So you have to be careful when you're doing your flies, guys. You have to be very careful because that's another exercise that if it's done incorrectly, you can end up hurting yourself. You don't have to bring your elbows too far back. Like here is good enough. Just to get a little stretch. And you don't do this. You don't want that. It feels weird because I haven't done it in so long. But I can feel a good stretch anyways. So I'm not going to rest too long in between these ones. I'll just keep going so I can move on to the other exercises. So we're going to go for the bend. Actually, the resistance band feels much better when I'm doing this exercise. With the dumbbells, because I haven't used them in so long to do flies, it feels like it's kind of wobbling a little bit. Like I don't seem to have the correct, like I feel some tension in the back of the shoulders too. Because I'm not used to having the weights hanging in my hands like that. It's been so many years. But the band feels a bit more comfortable. It actually feels actually much safer, to be honest with you, using the bands in this position. But with the dumbbells, because, like I said, I have the trouble with my wrist too, and the weight is just hanging there in my hands. From this position, I feel like I'm not as strong as I should be. Like, with the weights just dangling in my wrist like that, so. But with a band, it feels more, I feel like I have better support. Because the band is not going to drop, right? Only thing can happen can just break, which it wouldn't in this position. And I can stretch my hands out as far as I want to, this way, and just come back up without any niches in the shoulders. I'm going to tell you guys, the resistance band is better to do chest flies with. It's much better. Because the one thing that some people have complained about in the past about doing flies is that the Need a towel. Actually, I have tissue here. They've hurt their shoulders doing the exercise, and that's the reason why that happened. Is because their wrist is very weak. They cannot hold the weights. And for myself, because I have arthritis in both wrists, I have trouble holding that weight in my wrist like that, in that odd position. So when I extend going back outwards, I feel like it's pulling a little bit on my shoulders and the back, so it's actually better to use the band. Okay, so we have the bench in this angle, this very odd angle. And this is chest presses also. Where's my towel? I am sweating this way. So we're gonna do this version of chest presses for the upper chest. So I have the bench like perfectly in a 90-degree angle, like perfectly straight. So I want to grab the dumbbell about here and just press upwards. So I'm bringing the dumbbell down here from this point, and I'm going to press upwards to work more of the upper chest. If the bench is too straight up, then I can have to hang it a little bit back more, but it's okay. I felt good. So I've never tried with a resistance band, but I want to try that today, guys. I have an idea how I can make it work. So for the first time, I want to give it a shot today to see if I can actually get it done. Now the question is, should I keep the knot in the band? I don't know. So what you guys can see here, right where my foot is, right now on the ground, I'm gonna put the band into my foot, like into the loop like this on both sides, right? And I'm standing on the band, but in this case I have to come forward a bit because just where my foot is positioned. Let's see something. But you guys cannot see this. And if I put the camera down to the floor, you guys won't see where the band is going to. But you're gonna have to just visualize how I have it. My foot is into the band, and I'm gonna hold the band in this position here, like this, and I'm gonna press upwards. And as you can see, I cannot move the band. So what I need to do is to undo the knot on the band. Yeah, bear with me for a second, guys. This takes a while to get out. You have to turn it, and keep doing like that, and turn it until it comes loose. There we go. That's what happens when you put the bands like that. So now my foot is back in there now. And actually, because I just did this, I can remove the band from the position I had it before. So the band is going to go under the foot of the bench. It's going to be slide underneath that. And then I'll be able to stand on that band the way I want to. So now I'm actually standing on the band. The band is underneath my feet. And then I hold the band in this position like this. And I press upwards. The same way as how I had the dumbbell in my hands, it's the same way. But don't put the elbows out here, you don't want it here. You want the elbows like this to the front. So that's where you want your elbows. And you can still get it done like that. And maybe you can even do it standing. Maybe you could just stand on the band like this. See, my hands is in front of me. It's not to the side here. So you can still get it done even standing if the bench is too much work to keep adjusted all the time. But if you do that way, now you get your legs involved into it. So you might find yourself cheating too. So that's why it's better in a sitting position. Okay, so we'll use a heavier dumbbell for 35s. So if you're using a 10-pound dumbbell, you probably should be using the band with it too. And I'll then show you guys that one, right? Gotta show you that after. Oh, gosh. So the one thing, since I've been streaming, and since I put together this account, you guys have probably never seen me do bicep. Never. Yes, I do bicep sometimes, right? It's not something that I constantly do all the time, because from my pull-ups I get a lot of results from doing pull-ups. My bicep is always in there too, right? Almost every exercise you do, your bicep is going to work. But I don't spend a lot of time on bicep because they grow very quickly. But today, at the ending of this year, which is right now, I'm going to throw some bicep workout in there just to show you guys just one bicep exercise I'm going to do. I'm not going to go into the full details of it, but we're going to start off with these dumbbells. These guys are I should say that's it, and then just sign off, but no, give you guys a bit more. And then I usually massage my bicep a little bit. If I don't stretch them, I will massage them. When I was competing, I was always focused on just balance, enough size and everything, just to have everything balanced out, because it's called bodybuilding. It's not called arm building or back building or leg building. It's bodybuilding. So I always focus on making sure everything stays balanced. Even if I'm not the biggest guy on stage, which I wasn't, I will be the most symmetrical person on stage in that weight class, which was middleweight. And that's how I won my shows, because of balance. While the other guys were just, one guy have big arms and the other guy have big legs, and I just kind of, this is why they end up losing. Balance is important. Yeah, so that's the way I would work my arms if I was working my arms. I don't spend a lot of time in it. I just choose one bicep exercise, I go through it. And I never focus on tons of reps either, so the barbell is the same thing. I'll do the same thing in the same way. When I was getting close to contest time, that's when I'll work more on angles and all that sort of thing. But never just, this is a bicep day and I just go through it. No, I never work my arms in that way. Because they grow anyways. No matter what I do, it will grow. But I guess for some people, it's not the same. So they have to spend more time on it. And I will do this too. Get this out of the way. Let me show you one more exercise that I will do for the bicep. Oops. Almost went on my toes. So with a resistance band, this is how you work your bicep. You guys can see my foot there, yeah. Less resistance, you bring your foot together. More resistance, you keep it out here, somewhere out there. And you hold it as if you have the barbell in your hands, and you just curl upwards. And that's how you do it. And that's how it looks. Not so big, but it's perfect enough for me. It goes with the same size as my calves. Okay guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in at just before dinner. I don't interrupt your dinners, so thank you for tuning in, guys. It's a rainy afternoon in Toronto, and it's my day off. Tomorrow was supposed to be my day off too, but they called me today. They want me to come to work tomorrow. I was looking forward to more Let's work, but I need the moolah, so I have to go. Okay guys, that's it. If you want to see the full stream, please go to my YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe, please. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Gotta massage it more. My biceps got tight very, very quick too. Yep, I gotta like massage this a bit more. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you again and have a lovely evening. YouTube, catch you guys later. TikTok, thank you guys for the likes.